Cristiano Ronaldo could join Wydad Casablanca for Club World Cup. Ronaldo face Messi again? Man United set for major summer exodus. Bayer Leverkusen confirm Erik has been appointed head coach. Mohamed Salah makes Premier League history with Golden Boot and Playmaker double. Cristiano Ronaldo's future takes an unexpected turn, with Moroccan club Wydad Casablanca reportedly looking to sign him for the 2025 FIFA Club World Cup. Time Ballon d'Or winner is seen as a key addition to help the club challenge global powerhouses while gaining significant media exposure. With his contract at Al Nassr nearing its end and his future uncertain, Ronaldo has several options, including Brazilian clubs Palmeiras, Flamengo, and Botafogo, and Spanish side Almeria. A move to Wydad would be historic, bringing a European legend to African football for a major global event. What do you think if Ronaldo meet Messi again? Man United set for major summer exodus. Bruno Fernandes could lead the way in a potential mass exodus at Manchester United this summer. After failing to qualify for the Champions League, several key first-team players are facing uncertain futures. Fernandes has admitted he may leave if the club decides to cash in, and he could be joined by Alejandro Garnacho, Rasmus Højlund, Joshua Zirkzee, Casemiro, and Andre Onana. With Saudi interest in both Fernandes and Onana, United could be looking at a major overhaul. Amorim explains Onana and Garnacho absences. Manchester United manager Ruben Amorim has clarified why Andre Onana and Alejandro Garnacho were left out of the squad for the final match against Aston Villa. Onana, who warmed up as usual, was omitted to give Altay Bayindir the chance to start and gain experience, with Amorim stating, "We need 2 or 3 ready to play." As for Garnacho, Amorim confirmed there were no updates on his future, saying, "Garnacho is a Man United player not in the squad today, and I have no news that will change today." Ruben Amorim is already reshaping Manchester United's squad, with striker Rasmus Højlund facing a potential exit after a disappointing season. Signed for £72 million, Højlund has scored just 4 Premier League goals, falling short of expectations. Amorim, reportedly very surprised by his performance, has told United that relying on him as the sole striker isn't viable. United is open to loaning the 22-year-old but will consider selling him for the right offer as they aim to raise funds for future investments. Arsenal are targeting Brighton's Keira Mitoma as an alternative to PSG target Rodrigo. The Brazilian winger, also linked with PSG and Liverpool, has a €100 million price tag and demands €10 million a year in wages, causing complications. Arsenal are hesitant to meet those demands and are now considering Mitoma, who is also being tracked by Bayern Munich. What do you think? Is Mitoma the right candidate? João Pedro is at the centre of a transfer tug-of-war between Liverpool and Newcastle. The Brazilian striker, who's keen to move to a bigger club, has been involved in a training ground incident at Brighton, missing the last 4 games of the season. Despite his fallout with teammate Jan-Paul van Hecke, Brighton isn't pushing for a move, but they're reportedly asking for £100 million, matching the value of Moises Caicedo. Though Pedro's season stats don't scream £100 million, his potential has many clubs keen. Will he leave Brighton this summer? Aston Villa has filed a formal complaint with PGMOL after a controversial decision in their 2-0 loss to Manchester United. With the score tied and Villa down to 10 men, Morgan Rogers thought he had scored, but the referee ruled it out for a foul on United's goalkeeper, despite footage showing otherwise. Villa's complaint focuses on the choice of referee Thomas Brummel, one of the least experienced in the Premier League. The club argues that had VAR been allowed, Rogers' goal would have stood, possibly securing a Champions League spot. Villa also stresses the need for more experienced officials in high-stakes matches. With this result, Aston Villa will miss next Champions League and will join to Europa League next season. Mohamed Salah has completed a historic season by winning both the Premier League Golden Boot and Playmaker of the Season awards, while also breaking the record for the most combined goals and assists in a 38-game season. The Egypt international scored 29 goals and provided 18 assists, leading Liverpool to the title in Arne Slot's first season in charge. Salah became the first player to win the Golden Boot, Golden Playmaker, and Player of the Season in a single campaign. His achievements included tying Alan Shearer and Andrew Cole's record for most combined goals and assists in a Premier League season. Jack Grealish is facing a pivotal moment in his career, with rumours swirling that he could leave Manchester City after a tough season. The 29-year-old has barely featured for Pep Guardiola, starting only 7 Premier League matches and being left out entirely in the FA Cup final loss to Crystal Palace. Alan Shearer believes Grealish's time at City is up, while Ben Foster suggests a move could reignite his career. Guardiola has confirmed talks are set to take place soon, with the player's future uncertain. Now we move to La Liga. Mbappe double seals Real Madrid victory, Ancelotti and Modric bid farewell. Kylian Mbappe's brace in Real Madrid's 3-1 win over Real Sociedad capped an emotional day at the Santiago Bernabeu as the club bid farewell to Carlo Ancelotti and Luka Modric. First goal in 38 minutes. Brace in 83 minutes. Barcelona wrapped up their treble-winning season in style with a 3-0 victory over Athletic Club. Lewandowski scored twice in the first 17 minutes, almost sealed the win in the fourth minute of added time with a penalty. On the end final day La Liga, Barcelona finished with 88 points, securing their La Liga, Copa del Rey, and Spanish Super Cup titles under Hansi Flick in his debut season. Xabi Alonso's move to Real Madrid as manager marks the beginning of a new era at the club. The former midfielder, who leaves Bayer Leverkusen after an impressive stint, has signed a 3-year deal to replace Carlo Ancelotti. While Alonso's success at Leverkusen, winning the Bundesliga and German Cup, has boosted his profile, the challenges at Madrid are immense. He must balance an evolving squad, manage big egos like Mbappe and Vinicius Jr., and integrate young talents like Endrick and Arda Güler. With high expectations and immediate success required, Alonso's managerial journey at Madrid is set to be a fascinating one. Carlo Ancelotti is ready for a new adventure as he prepares to leave Real Madrid and take charge of Brazil's national team. His second stint with Madrid ends after the final match against Real Sociedad, marking the conclusion of an era where he won 15 trophies, including La Liga and the Champions League. Ancelotti expressed his deep connection to the club, calling it eternal, and said his time at Madrid was unforgettable. With Xabi Alonso set to replace him, Ancelotti now shifts focus to guiding Brazil, starting with World Cup qualifiers against Paraguay and Ecuador in June. News from Germany: Erik ten Hag is on the brink of becoming Bayer Leverkusen's new head coach. The former Manchester United boss is in the final stages of agreeing to a 2-year contract, with an official signing expected early next week. Leverkusen had initially targeted Cesc Fabregas, but the former Arsenal and Chelsea star decided to stay at Como. Ten Hag, who has been out of work since his Manchester United sacking last autumn, is now set for a new chapter in Germany. Bayern Munich has shifted focus to Crystal Palace's Eberechi after missing out on Florian Wirtz, who is set to join Liverpool. The German Giants are now eyeing the FA Cup hero as their next big target, with a release clause worth £60 million plus £8 million in add-ons becoming active soon. Who secured Palace's Europa League spot with his FA Cup final winner, has caught the eye of several top clubs, including Manchester City. While Palace plans to offer him a new deal, E's ambitions of playing for a Champions League club could spark a summer move. Florian Wirtz is heading to Liverpool after making the shocking decision to join the Reds. The 22-year-old German midfielder, who has been pursued by top clubs across Europe, will sign a long-term contract worth up to €20 million per year. After consulting with his family and partner, Wirtz informed Bayer Leverkusen's Max Eberl and Vincent Kompany of his decision. Liverpool is now finalising a €150 million deal with Leverkusen, aiming to complete the transfer as early as next week. A major coup for the Reds. Move to Serie A: Igor Tudor has warned Juventus that he will not manage the team at the Club World Cup if the club decides to part ways with him for the 2025-26 season. Tudor has urged the club to make a decision regarding his future before the tournament, emphasizing that the uncertainty is not ideal for either the coach or the club. Juventus secured a top-4 finish after a 3-2 win over Venezia, with Tudor suggesting the team needs 2 or 3 experienced signings to compete for titles next season. The club has been linked with Napoli's Antonio Conte as a potential replacement. Luka Modric, one of football's most celebrated midfielders, is at a crossroads in his career. After confirming he will leave Real Madrid, the 39-year-old Croatian is weighing his options, and Inter Milan has put a tempting offer on the table. Despite his age, Modric remains a top-tier talent, with his ability to control the game and offer leadership still evident. Inter is keen to bring him in, seeing the experienced playmaker as the perfect addition to their midfield. Let us know your thoughts on Modric's next move in the comments. Rafael Leao's season ended with disappointment, as he remained on the bench during AC Milan's final match. Despite previous interest from top clubs like Arsenal, Bayern Munich, and Chelsea, Leo is not considered a first-choice target by these teams. While Milan faces a major squad overhaul after failing to qualify for European competitions, Leo's €175 million release clause remains in place, though he could be available for a lower fee. Arsenal, Bayern, and Chelsea have all shown interest, but none have made formal offers, with Leo considered an alternative rather than a primary target. Napoli are set to renew their interest in Manchester United's Alejandro Garnacho, after failed negotiations in January. Despite dropping his asking price to €71 million, £60 million, it remains too high for Napoli, who are looking for a replacement for Kvaratskhelia. Garnacho's potential move is further complicated by uncertainty surrounding Napoli's coach, Antonio Conte, who originally requested the Argentine winger. If Conte leaves, Napoli's interest may diminish, even as they secure Champions League qualification and a potential deal for Kevin De Bruyne.